Hello and welcome to Healers Enlightened Network. We are so honored tonight to have Christian standing stones with us and to be speaking with us about one of the most important feelings, emotions, thoughts that we should be having, and that is gratitude. I met Christian just a few months ago and it has made a big difference in my life. And I wanted him to come and share with you tonight. And if everybody would just bow your head and let's just say a little prayer, please. Father, I'm so blessed and we are blessed to have you here with us tonight, to have Christian here with us and each one of us practitioners. We thank you for the grace, for the gratitude and the unconditional love that we have been graced with through your divine rhythm. In this name we pray. Amen. Right. And everybody, this is a Christian and it's all yours.
Thank you, Cynthia. Greetings, everyone, and thank you for joining. I'm Christian of Standing Stones Healing Company, and my mission at Standing Stones Healing Company is to encourage your transformation during the life changes, challenges, and transitions of your journey. And I do that with Reiki, card reading, and coaching. And I am so honored to be here tonight talking to you about honestly my favorite topic, gratitude. So I want to ask you a question. If there was one thing that could help you to sleep better, have improved physical health, improve your mood, improve your relationships, lower your blood pressure, help with depression, is that something that you would be interested in and that you would want?
Amen.
Amen. Yes, right? Yes. Sounds like a magic miracle pill, and you're thinking, give me that pill? Yes. And it's not a pill, it is gratitude. We know from lots and lots of studies done by primarily a psychologist named Robert Emmons. He is a preeminent gratitude scholar. Yes, he is a gratitude scholar. And Robert Emmons has done lots and lots of studies. And what he has found through all of those studies is lots of things. That, yes, gratitude does improve your sleep. He did a study in which he had one group of people not do this activity. And he had another group of people, the control group, and then he had another group of people. Every night before bed, they wrote down things that they were grateful for. What they found is that that group had better quality sleep, more sleep, and was better rested in the morning, felt more rested than the group that did not write down the things that they were grateful for at night.
Yeah.
Now, we know that sleep is so important to our physical, mental, and emotional well being. And we know without a doubt that having great sleep does things like not only improve your quality of life, but improve the length of your life. And so, if we can do something as simple as writing down every night before we go to bed a list of things that we're grateful for, holy cow, and we don't even have to pop a pill. And that's just one study. Other studies have shown what they did was they had a group of students. They did this with college students. And college students are great for studies because, of course, many Researchers are on college campuses, and what do they have a lot of on college campuses? College students. And so this research study that they did was they took three groups of students. They took one group of students and told them to write down daily the things that you are grateful for. So things that you're grateful for. They had another group write down daily challenges and obstacles in your life. And then they had a third group write down daily how they were better off than other people. Now, out of those three groups, they found that the gratitude group was the group that had the greatest benefit. As a matter of fact, they found, of course, not only did they have improved mood, not only did they have higher feelings generally of well-being, but they also exercised more. So they have found that just being grateful motivates increased exercise. So gratitude itself is not just the thing that gets us results, but it's the thing that gets us results that gets us results. Does that make sense? So what it means is that gratitude is not only the thing that helps us, but that it helps us to do other things that help us. Now, a few more studies, and then we're going to get down into some gratitude for ourselves. There was also another study that was done that found that when you thanked someone, there was someone else witnessing it, that other person felt more favorably not only about the person you thanked, but also about you. So if you're in a group of people and you say thank you to someone in the group of people, that group of people is not only going to say, oh, look, Christian thanked that person. What a great person. How nice. They're also going to say, oh, Christian, what a nice person. How nice. So gratitude has benefits in all kinds of ways. One more study I'm going to share with you. They also found that gratitude builds community. And especially, I'm thinking of a study in the workplace. So a specific study of gratitude in the workplace. And what they found was that expressing gratitude to your coworkers and having a culture in the company of gratitude and saying thank you to one another dramatically increased the level of group cohesiveness and the feelings of positivity and the productivity in that group. So, holy cow, gratitude really is a miracle drug. So, if you don't mind, I'd love to tell you a little bit about my journey with gratitude and tell you about how I got to this place of just being so enamored of gratitude. I love gratitude. My story, of course, starts way back as a kid. And I'm sure that many of you can agree. As a child, you were probably taught to say thank you. When someone gave you something, when someone held a door for you, when someone did something nice for you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, I'm really blessed. I come from a very polite family. So I was really taught to say thank you. I was always being taught to say thank you. My family members were always thanking one another. It was part of my vocabulary growing up. So I've always been a thank you, grateful kind of person. And I'm very grateful for that. Thank you, Mom and Dad and my whole family. Love you lots. And so this, of course, was something that I practiced, that I did, and truly did feel grateful for. I will also say that growing up, I had lots of reasons to be thankful. All of my physical needs were met. I had a home, I had clothes, I had food. So I had a lot to be grateful for sure. But gratitude did not come into such sharp focus in my life until later. It was 2008. And at that time, I had some challenges and some struggles in my life. I was in an abusive relationship for a couple of years. I was in a very toxic work environment. I had a crumbling friendship with my best friend at that time. He had been my best friend for 10 years. We were very close. And it was not going well on all fronts. The stress was eating me, like literally eating me alive. I was sick in the stomach all of the time. I couldn't eat. It was a challenging time for sure until thankfully, thank you, it all crashed around me. All at once, I got out finally of the abusive relationship. I got fired from that toxic job. What a relief. And my relationship with my friend was just crashing as well. So it all really crashed down around me. And I hit an emotional wall. I mean, to the point where I was really emotionally in shambles. And I needed to pick myself back up and put my life back together. And it was in that putting of my life back together, that rebuilding of my whole life, that I really came to appreciate gratitude and to more deeply practice gratitude. And that was quite an experience for me of that rebuilding, and gratitude was something that really helped me with it. Now, I will say that I had 6 other things that I did during that time. Those 7 things that I did during that time to rebuild my life are what I call the 7-way path. But those 7 things were really incredibly helpful for managing that life change. Like I said, I love talking about life changes and encouraging your transformation during life changes. But those other things, along with gratitude, were very important. But I'll tell you, big secret, gratitude is the number one. Like if I hadn't done any of those other things, gratitude would have done it all. So I really got into gratitude. And then I will say that I got even to another level of gratitude in 2015. And at this point, I had been reading lots of personal development books, lots of spiritual, self-help types of books. I mean, I've read thousands of them, literally, over the last several years. And one of them that really hit me with the gratitude was The Magic by Rhonda Byrne. She's the same person who wrote The Secret. And what was really great about this book is that I had already been a big believer in gratitude. Remember, it was my number one on the 7-way path. But this book really helped me to take it to an even deeper level. Gratitude is a habit. A life of gratitude is a habit. Gratitude is just like any other muscle. You exercise it and it's going to grow. You don't exercise it and it's going to get weak. Gratitude is the same way. The more we exercise it, the stronger it becomes, the more powerful it becomes. And so, reading that book helped me to really strengthen my gratitude muscles and take them to the next level. I strongly advocate a life in which gratitude is not an attitude. Gratitude is a disposition. Because our attitude, that can change, right? One moment I have a good attitude, I'm happy, feeling great attitude. The next moment, I'm in a bad attitude. I'm in a bad mood, not happy. But a disposition of gratitude means that gratitude is your default mode. And it is the way that you just automatically respond to everything and anything. And so, this disposition of gratitude is a way of life. It is a way of living, a way of walking in the world, a way of meeting the world. And so, that for me personally, I know no matter what happens to me, I know no matter who I meet, no matter where I go, my default reaction, my default response is gratitude. Now, that's not to say that crappy things are not going to happen. Believe me, it's life. Crappy things are going to happen to me. It's life. Crappy things are going to happen to you too. But when we can approach life knowing that whatever happens, we are going to meet that experience with gratitude, it really gives us power. It gives us power. So in case you couldn't tell, I'm a major proponent of gratitude. It's incredible. It is life-changing. It is magical. And it's something that you just need to practice. So how do we practice? Well, first, I would love if we could all just take a few deep cleansing breaths together. And I would like to, as you are taking these 3 deep cleansing breaths, I would like to encourage you to just think of 3 things. 3 things. 1, 2, 3. Just 3. 3 things that you are grateful for right now. Thank you. So, if you don't mind, would love to share my 3 things that came to me as I was breathing. Number 1, I felt so grateful for my sister. I have an awesome younger sister. She's 2 years younger. We're close. We're good friends. She just texted me a little bit ago to say, hey, how are you doing? What's going on? Love you. I talk to her every Sunday. It's our day to talk, and we've done that for years and years and years. She's awesome. I love her. By the way, she is a yoga instructor and Qigong instructor too. So we've got some great things in common. So she is a joy and a blessing in my life. The second thing that I felt grateful for was my tea. I have a cup of tea right here. I haven't even gotten to it yet, but that is okay. But I am grateful for my tea. I love tea. I have a cup of tea every evening and just love it. This tea actually is mint and lemon balm tea from my garden. So another thing to be grateful for. Thank you. I have a lovely garden. And the third thing that I was thankful for when I was taking my 3 deep breaths is the gorgeous day here. I am in Pennsylvania, just beside the Susquehanna River, a major river. So I frequently get to see bald eagles and hawks and all kinds of things. Today was a gorgeous day. I got to go outside and do a little work in my garden. I collect seeds, so I was out sorting my seeds so that I have them all ready to go for planting in the spring. So those are my 3 things. Would anyone like to share just even one? You can share all 3 if you want, but you're welcome to share one or none.
Well, I will say what I'm grateful with. I am grateful for the divine who awakens me in the morning. A lot of people take that for granted, and it's not for granted. Many people, pass through the day, through the night. So we are very lucky when we're awoken in the morning. So I am very grateful for that. That's one. Um, Another one I'm grateful for is being in this cabin up on the mountain to enjoy all the beauty that surrounds us, and that's all the seasons. It's just we can just go on for hours about the gorgeous. The third thing I am grateful for is for a spouse that stands up and does what all he does for me. I am very grateful for him. Grateful for our passion trip together. There's many things
Wonderful.
in life to be grateful for. People to say good luck.
Beautiful. Thank you. Would anyone else like to share something that they are
Oh,
grateful
yes,
for?
Barb. I'm Benedicta. What are you grateful for, Barb?
Well, I'm very grateful for my good health.
Mm.
I'm not on many medications. After hospitalization, I spent a lot of time and tests to find what was wrong, and they couldn't find anything. I'm grateful for that. And every night I've gotten into the habit, I lay my head on the pillow to just give thanks for what went wrong. And it's for simple things like the garage door opened
Yes.
because there had been times it hasn't. And I didn't get a flat tire because there's times where I've gone out and I have a flat tire. Just little things like that. I've gotten into the habit of saying thank you for this and thank you.
Amen.
Yes, and that is wonderful, Barb. That's exactly that idea of like a disposition of gratitude where you're saying thank you for something as simple as yes, the door opened. Thank you. Yes.
Yes.
And it's all of those little things. Oftentimes we think that we need to express gratitude just for the big things. Like, yeah, waking up in the morning. I mean, that's kind of a big deal. But some might say, oh, no big deal to wake up in the morning. But something like your garage door opened, who's going to say thank you for that? Yes, say thank you for that. I love it. Thank you for that.
Yes. Yes. Jeff, you want to share?
Um, First of all, I'm grateful for my two nephews, and I also have adopted nieces and nephew. Grateful for them. I'm grateful for my two dogs, and I'm very grateful for my dear friends like you and David and some other friends that I'm very close with. Those are really the three things I'm truly grateful for.
Thank you. And does the person on the telephone wanna talk? If you would like, yes, please. That's all right. Thank you, Kristen.
Yes, thank you. One of the things that is true about gratitude is that it is ageless in the sense that if you look to all of the world's major religions, gratitude is some way, shape, or form an important part of that religion, of religious practice, of spiritual practice. And so I don't think that we can deny that gratitude is itself a spiritual practice. Maybe, yes, it has all of these great benefits to it, like helping us to sleep and helping our physical bodies. But we cannot deny that it also helps our souls. And so if you just look to spiritual religious traditions all around the world at all times, gratitude has been a component of those. And I don't think that's an accident. I don't think that is a coincidence. It's because it is really and truly a very soulful kind of experience and way of living and being. So it's a beautiful, wonderful thing. Now, if you want to increase your gratitude muscles, I'll be quite honest with you. I don't know why you wouldn't, but if you want to, there are a few exercises that you can do. Remember, it's a muscle. So you can strengthen it and improve it and get better at it. You know, saying thank you to the garage door is not something that you might think to do, but if you practice that gratitude, strengthen that muscle, then yes, you too can be saying thank you that the garage door opened. So how do we do that? There are lots and lots of exercises. Of course, writing in a journal, or not even a journal, just grabbing a piece of paper and writing down every evening a few things that you're thankful for. You don't even have to write them down. Count them off. Taking a few deep breaths and focusing in on things you're grateful for while you are taking those breaths, like we just did. You see, what we just did with taking 3 deep breaths and thinking of 3 things we were grateful for, that took us 30 seconds to do, right? 30 seconds. And we know gratitude is a mood improver. I don't know what your mood was like coming in to the talk tonight. I don't know. Maybe you were in a great mood already. Maybe you were in a bad mood. Maybe I've put you in an even worse mood. I don't know. But I bet that when you took those 3 deep breaths and you thought of 3 things you were grateful for, I am willing to bet lots and lots of money that in that moment you felt pretty good. Because gratitude is a mood enhancer, and it only took 30 seconds for that. Now imagine if you did that again and again and again throughout your day. Pretty incredible the benefits that it could have for you. So, just thinking of things, not even having to write them down. Here's my favorite. It's 10, the 10-finger gratitude exercise. I know I only got 5 fingers right now because I'm holding my tea in the other hand. So here's the other 5. Here's what I do. You know, yes, I have a disposition of gratitude, but guess what? I get mad too. I get angry too. I get irritated and annoyed too. I'm human too. And when I start to feel myself meow with my mood, I will say to myself, stop. You got to turn this ship around. 10 things. And I will stop what I am doing. And I will take a moment. And I will literally hold up my fingers as I count off 10 things that I am grateful for. And I'll tell you what, once I get to 10, sometimes I even forget what I was getting so angry about. Sometimes when I get to that point, it's like, oh, what was I so mad about? Oh yeah, that's right. That's fine. Yes. So I like the 10-finger exercise. I do that myself. Another great exercise is, this one's a little bit more involved, but it is going from A to Z. So writing down things that you are grateful for, starting with A and ending with Z. Now, if you're using the English alphabet, that's 26 things that you are grateful for by the time that you are done. It takes a little bit longer, but your mood is definitely improved by the time you hit Z for sure. So these are just a couple of exercises that can help us to strengthen that gratitude muscle and can really help us to get into having a disposition of gratitude, because it's not something that you can just wake up tomorrow and say, okay, I'm automatically grateful all of the time. I'm going to thank my garage door. I'm going to thank everybody for everything, and I'm never going to be angry again. Well, no, life doesn't work that way. And so this is the kind of thing that as you practice and improve and you set the intention and do it mindfully, yes, your power for gratitude will improve. So know that gratitude is something that you can get better at. So I am curious to know if you have any tips or tricks for gratitude, for improving your gratitude practice, ways that you practice gratitude, or anything that you might like to talk about with gratitude or pass along.
Um, when I first started with gratitude, I didn't feel it as strongly as after what we had talked about. And then I started using it with everything. And it has changed the disposition of things. And so I find myself being grateful for silly things, but for big things, but just being able to, write something up or get a text from somebody. It's just little things. And it puts out those positive endorphins, and you're positively already getting the juice that you need. So many people don't look at that smaller thing, and we need to really focus on gratitude as a whole, even though people not. We can pray to people.
Yeah, I think yes, we can, pray that others intentionally improve their gratitude practice, and ultimately, I think what matters is that we do. Ultimately, it really matters that we improve our own gratitude practice, because that indeed does not only help ourselves, but it helps the whole world as well. Just think if all of us were so grateful and had a disposition of gratitude. I mean, talk about world change. What a different world we would be living in. And so I think that yes, we can hope that others improve their gratitude muscle, and ultimately we can't put the barbell in someone else's hand. We've got to do our own pull-ups and push-ups, and just be an example.
Yes.
Yes. Wonderful. Thank you, Cynthia.
Oh, you're welcome. Barb, what about you?
Well, I've lately become aware of things that didn't happen. Last year, the horrible ice storm came on suddenly. I went into the building for 5 minutes, literally came out and almost was gone. It was so icy. And a little voice said, "Get off the interstate, take that exit, take the side road home." And I thought, well, that's going to take forever, but I did. And there was a car pilot on I-80 at the exact time I probably would have been there. That was my exit. And thought, I should be very thankful that wasn't me. And other things that happen, like there's an accident at an intersection that I would have passed through, and the accident already happened. And I thought, oh, I'm lucky that I went home a minute later, or that would have been in that intersection. So I guess I'm at a little higher and just thinking how thankful I am for things that haven't happened.
Right.
That's beautiful, Barb. Thank you for sharing that. So true. So true.
Yep,
Yes.
you want to share?
Well, my Nancy's been sick for the last couple of days, and I have another friend, Gail. I've known her about 22 years now, and she's a dog trainer. She works at Petco, She's a dog groomer, so she knows a lot about dogs. And I was concerned about Nancy. It's too late to call you and Dave, and I called her, and she gave me some things and tips to do and to try to help Nancy out. And after she was finished, I made sure to thank her, and I kept going back. I must have thanked her about 12 times. You know, I texted her, but I just made sure that she knew that I was grateful for what she did to help me with my girl. So,
And that's important. We're grateful for our furry little fellow.
one of them's right here.
Jeff's got two big babies.
This is Tessa.
Yep, that's good. Nancy had to.
Yeah, Nancy's
That's great.
There's Dave.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's wonderful, Jeff. Thank you for sharing. I love it. Yes. You know, one further thing I would like to say about gratitude is the truth is that no one can tell you what to be grateful for. And so it's really a very personal thing. And so, you know, if someone says, oh, you should be grateful for fill in the blank, well, the truth is that gratitude is your feeling and yours alone. And so if someone says, oh, you should be grateful for fill in the blank and you don't feel that way, that's okay. You know, when it comes to having a disposition of gratitude, training our gratitude muscles, improving our gratitude, feeling gratitude, it's a feeling. And so no one else not only can do it for you, but it's also yours and yours alone. And so if there's something that you don't feel grateful for and someone says, oh, you should feel grateful for that, no way. If you don't feel grateful for it, you don't, because it is a feeling and it is your feeling alone. So I encourage you to claim gratitude for the things that you have gratitude for. And if you don't have gratitude for something, that's okay. Who knows? Maybe eventually someday you will, and that's okay too. But, you know, when we think, oh, I should be grateful for this, I should be grateful for that, I want to encourage you to take the should right out of it, because it's all about the feeling, and gratitude is so deeply personal that what you are grateful for is up to you.
Thank you. That makes a lot of sense.
Kind of like politics and religion, personal.
Yeah.
Yes.
That is beautiful, Christian. And I want to mention to everybody, I know I'm having a little trouble with my electronic line, but Christian, if you would tell them what you offer, please.
Sure, I will. Thank you so much. So, as I mentioned, I am very passionate about life changes and about encouraging your transformation during life changes. And one of the things that I have put together is a life change encouragement kit. And this life change encouragement kit is a free kit that I have created to help us through any and all kinds of life changes. You know, whether it is like the kind of life change that I had with multiple major life changes all at once that just had me standing and saying, what just happened? Actually, I was not standing. I was lying down in a puddle of tears saying, what has just happened? Yes. But, you know, even small life changes, like a change in our schedule, can have wide-ranging ripple effects. And so I created the Life Change Encouragement Kit because what I have found through all of my years of working with people through life changes, particularly career changes, is that we don't really talk very much about life changes and about all of the challenges that we have with them, the range of emotions and the uncertainty and the stress. We don't really talk about those things. And so I've created the Life Change Encouragement Kit to help with just recognizing the challenges of life changes and with tips and tricks for surviving and even thriving during them. Because when it comes to life changes, we can feel that we are at our weakest at those points. You know, we've just been broken up with, someone we love has just died, we've just moved, we've just lost a friend, and we can feel really weak and powerless in those moments. But I truly believe that those are our strongest moments. They have the most potential for all kinds of growth. And so I created the Life Change Encouragement Kit to help us with that growth process during life changes. That kit is completely free, and it includes my 70-page book, Standing Like the Stones, to help you weather and withstand, survive, and thrive during life changes. It includes a life change meditation to help you release what no longer serves you. And it includes a recording of affirmations and Native American style flute to help you feel empowered during your life changes. You can get that kit at standingstoneshealing.com/kit. And there it is, freely available for all. It's a labor of love that I feel called to send out into the world. So standingstoneshealing.com/kit. Now I'm going to tell you that getting that kit is also going to allow you to join the Standing Stones Healing Company community. And coming up next week, I am starting a 4-week Back to Center program. This is a completely free program to help us remember. I love transitions, love talking about them, to help us transition from 2021 into 2022. I'm very passionate about transitions. I love this time of year because of the transition to another year. And so every year at this time, I'm doing visioning, I'm doing rituals, I'm giving gratitude for the current year, and I'm visioning and planning for the new year. And this year I thought, why don't I invite everyone to join me? So you're invited too. You can learn more about that program at standingstoneshealing.com/back-to-center. And if you sign up for that program, you'll get the Life Change Encouragement Kit too. So either way, pick either of those links. You get both of those things for free. Thank you, Cynthia.
You're welcome. Thank you for coming on with us today. I'm so glad that I met you at the Healing Fair. Very grateful. It was very beautiful to listen to you play on your horn. So thank you, everybody. And I am so grateful for you being here. And we will just close with just wrapping ourselves with our heart chakra and just feeling nothing but grateful and unconditional love for each and every one of you. And remember that the divine light is all. And it is because we have here to do this work. And we are so grateful to be able to do this to help others. So namaste and thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.